Large protests in Iran, Trump card tweeted. Same human beings are eventually receive wisdom as to how their cash and riches is creature kidnapped and squandered on terror. Looks love they will not get it any much longer. The USA is observer really close for humane rights violations. Over Saturday, the Iran by the government given a harsh precautionary how protesters will pay in the cost for their actions, in Interior Design Secretary Abdolreza Rahmani Fajli proverb how which he classified as the improper use of public networks by several individuals are challenging abuse and terror and how such a behavior will be crushed, onto IRNA. Iran's formal news story agent. The protests, outlined as the greatest social screen of dissatisfaction with the 2009 Verdant motion in Iran, include founded versus a background of growing meal and petrol prices. The strife has induced word training among Iran and the joint state, in the White's building and Trump card on Friday calling Tehran to honor protesters' rights. Down there are lot accountable of peace protests by Iran countrymen fed up in the mode's corrupt practices and its waste of the nationality's riches to foundation terror overseas, told White's building click registrar Sarah Sanders. Same Iran by the government should honor their human beings as rights, consisting their law to courier themselves. The Planet is observer. Trump card later tweeted the identical communication. In a couple of tweets on Sunday, Trump card once again aimed the protests, written, same whole planet understands how the nice human beings of Iran wish changing, or, some rather than the extensive war force of the joint state, how Iran's human beings are which their leaders terror the largest. Trump card extended, depressing regimes cannot suffer ever, and the day will go while the Iran human beings will person a selection. The Planet is observer. Trump card campaigned for CEO in a difficult line position on Iran, inviting the nation the not one terrorism country for a discussion in ex-registrar of country Hillary Clinton. As CEO, he has tested to hold how difficult line position and announced over the year how he plans to decertify the Iran nuke treaty and shove convention to a new schedule to transactions in Iran's nuke program. By weight in on the protests, although, Trump card is waiting in a cunning question how has besotted presidents always with the Iran coup of 1979 ended relations among Washington and Tehran. Ex-CEO Barack Obama's answer to protests in Iran in 2009 was shy initially, but grew more than powerful. Though such protests ultimately fizzled, Obama looked to transactions in Iran by stamping the nuke treaty how Trump card has tested to peace. Obama as well looked to kindle straight negotiations among Iran and the joint state, consisting in 2013, while he became the at first U.S. CEO to say in an Iran CEO, Hassan Rouhani in the instance, with 1979. Ex-CEO George W. Bush dealt in Iran more than decisively, but to blended results, marking the nation in 2002 as portion of an axle of wrong how turned on Iraq and Polar Korea. Bush's position was the outcome of a milder attitude undertaken by ex-CEO Draft Clinton, who treated at long to encourage relations in ex-CEO Mohammad Khatami. The hard question how us presidents include had to resist is how to supporting against government protests in Iran out of dooming such identical demonstrations by enabling Tehran to color them as close verified in the joint state, and statement seen in Iran as a light. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, of Southward Carolina, told the protests show how Obama's policies unsuccessful the area. Same human beings are not receive the gain of sanctions regime ease, he told on CBS's Person the Nationality. They are more than frustrated in their oppressors rather than always. The cash of sanctions regime ease is departure to restoration the Iran war and is destabilizing the Medium East. Graham as well told Trump card as necessary to do more than to assist the area. He's not quite to look, Graham told. CEO Trump card is tweeting really compassionately to the Iran human beings. But you fair can't chirp there. You include to lay out a schedule. Ex-Republic President applicant Mitt Romney praised the protests in Iran, inviting the protesters heroes in a chirp Saturday. Deeply driving to look such searching liberty in Iran, Romney tweeted. Patriots, long recall us of the patriots who won our own liberty, and as well such who retain it. Heroes all. Envoy to the Joint Nations Nikki Haley told in a declaration how her hopes and prayers are in same length repressed Iran human beings, who are now conclusion their vote. Same Iran by the government is creature proven by its own countrymen, she told in the declaration. We pray how liberty and humane rights will conduct the date.